wanted to show you something really quick when pinning this block. A lot of people prefer glue, and that's great. Some people sew curves without either, and I think that that's just super brave and awesome. I like to use pins, they work best for me. So the pattern says to make sure that you have folded each of these pieces in half and finger press them, and then you match the creases and pin. And then I think the biggest mistake people make, so I just wanted to show you in my super awesome video that I stole my child's tripod to use. When you want to, you need to make sure that the ends match. What happens when a lot of people pin is it ends up like this, and that is not going to get you a great curve. The good thing about this pattern is there's a tiny bit of room to trim up at the end. So what I do is I pin in the middle, and then I pin both ends. And like I said, a lot of people like glue because it really holds it firm. I'm one of the weird people that doesn't. So I pin this end, and I move it around. See, this is a stop motion tripod, and apparently when you do stop motion, you don't have to hit the camera. So, and then I do this side. And if you've never tried to talk and film yourself and pin, you're missing out. And then you can do kind of a few or a bunch of pins. I like a bunch. So you kind of see how I've kind of, I guess, massaged these together so that they're about, the curve kind of matches up and it's not bunched up anywhere. I usually do a middle one there. And then do the same thing over here. I actually usually like to do one more set of pins on either side. I have sewn curves. I've sewn, a quilt full of curves, and I don't pin this much because that would take forever. But since there are only 2 curves in this block, I figure it is totally fine. There you go. And there you go. So now you take it over to your machine. I usually like to reduce my stitch length just a little bit, and then we'll show you how to trim. Okay, I just filmed an entire segment and it did not film, and I'm not making another curve. So I'm just going to show you on here. If you have a 6.5-inch ruler, it is going to make it a whole lot easier. And you will see that you align this 1/4 inch mark up with your convex curve, that's the white one, just right along the edge. And then you do the same thing over here. You are going to have, here, let's pretend, you're going to have a little bit of extra, probably here, and maybe along here. And you trim here, and you trim there, and voila. One of the things that makes this pattern easier to sew than you would think is that we are not matching up the curves like this. Instead, we are matching like this. Happy sewing!